Hello everyone, it's Kari from sunshineinmypocket.com, and today I'm so excited to introduce to you Pawsome Stamps. It's a brand new stamp company and I love this set. I was so delighted when the owner asked me to design with this set because look at these bears. They are adorable. It's called Happy Camper. It's got this really cute camper, a lot of different stamps and images that are really great to use. There are some really fun sentiments as well, like you make me a happy camper, barely awake, every day is an adventure, and I can't believe it's your birthday. So today I'm going to show you how I colored up some of these images and made them into cards. I'm actually making 2 cards today, which is why this video is just a little bit longer, but I just wanted to share a little bit of the coloring and the design with you. When I first saw this set, I immediately knew I wanted to create a tent card, or some people call it an easel card, and I had this idea, and so I started by coloring up all of the images. I always tend to gravitate towards my favorite colors, which in this case are blue and yellow, turquoise and yellow. Those are my favorites. So of course I had to make the turquoise and yellow. And if you have ever been glamping, that's like a new term. They call it glamour camping, glamping. People are starting to decorate their campers like kind of fun and really designery and cute. And so I wanted this to be kind of like a glamper. I know that sounds so funny, but so that's how I'm doing it. And it's always my favorite to have a little striped awning like this. So this was really fun. I'm using just some neutral grays to color this in, and every other one is going to be this gray, kind of dark gray, and then I'll color every other one in between the grays, the turquoise. And you might know that my dad's favorite animal was a bear. So of course this speaks to me very, very much. My dad recently passed away, and so I have been coloring all the bear stamps I can get my hands on. So this was just a joy to me. And by the way, my dad wasn't a big camper, so I grew up not camping a lot. And when he would take me and my sisters out camping, I'm using like quote marks in the air here when I'm saying camping, because when he would take us camping, he would rent a motorhome. That was our camping. And so that's probably why I don't love camping very much. But I do love taking trips and staying in a nice hotel or glamping like this. I also love looking out for bears. My dad had a big collection of bears, bear figurines and things like that. And I inherited a few of those from him when he passed away. And so bears just make me smile. I love this. So here's what the scene's going to kind of look like. Just wanted to show you a little bit of that before I put everything together. I'm going to create the background now by just inking on some antique linen on the bottom of the card panel. Now this is actually the card itself. You can see that it's folded here. It's I guess I want to call this the card base. So it's the actual card. So I'm inking on the card using some darker blues as I go all the way up this panel, and I actually use some distress ink in black soot at the top there to make it even darker. So you can see that the darkness is coming in. It's almost time for camping or sleeping in the glamper. And so that's the scene I'm going for here. And now I'm going to put a few clouds in the sky just by using this. This is kind of the different cloud stencil. This is the outside of a Slimline cloud stencil. This is one of my favorites actually because you can do clouds any way you want. And I wanted the cloud to actually be the white part. So I'm using the negative space from this stencil here to add them on with some white pigment ink. And you can see it's kind of a dreamy look. See that? And now I'm going to go ahead and heat emboss that sentiment. It says, "I can't believe it's your birthday." I thought that was super cute. And also, you know what? I'm going to use this card for my nephew whose birthday is actually coming up, and his nickname is Bear. So how perfect is this? I love this stamp set. Have I mentioned that? So this company is one to be on the lookout for. They are up and coming. I'm going to link the products and to their site below, and you can go check it out if you want to. And be sure to follow them on Instagram too. They have a lot of things going on. They're showing all their new releases on Instagram. It's really fun. So now here is the card base, and I'm going to take half of that and I'm going to score it right in half, the top portion right in half. This is an easy way to make a tent card. And so all you do, I opened up the card base here and I'm scoring it at 2 3/4, I believe. 2 3/4 right there in the center. I'm going to turn it over and score it there. This is a 110-pound card base, so it's very thick, so I wanted to score it on both sides to make sure to get a nice tent out of that. And I'm using bone folder to do that. This is my favorite bone folder, by the way. And now I'm just going to glue on all of those elements with my liquid adhesive. That sign says, "Don't feed the bears." So cute. I'm running out of glue here. So now the important thing to remember is to just glue down the bottom portion of these things that are on the top there. I ended up having to cut down the tree just a bit to kind of sneak it behind the trailer. I don't want to glue it to the top part that's going to fold up. So see here, I'm only gluing the bear on the bottom portion and the tree on the bottom portion, and I'm folding that up to make sure it doesn't stick to the top. Because if it did stick to the top and you glued that all the way down, then the tent mechanism wouldn't work. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to add that sentiment right here to the bottom, but first I'm going to add some of that antique linen, and then I'm going to go in with some vintage photo as well. So we're going to create kind of the ground that is going to extend to the open part as well. Just adding that in just a little bit here, and then I'm going to add that sentiment with a little bit of foam tape. So when you open up this tent card, it will fold open and stay open with that sentiment, if that makes sense. I'll show you that in just a minute. You'll see. So here you go, right here. There it is, held open with the sentiment. And see here, you can, when it's standing up, you can look at it that way, or you can fold it all the way down and it will be cute either way on display. This is kind of a really fun display kind of card. So there you go. I'm going to add a few finishing touches here, and then we'll be finished with this card. I decided I wanted some bees to be in this scene, and so I'm cutting down some plastic packaging here. This is very strong, sturdy plastic packaging, and that's what I'm going to use to hold the bees up above this bear. The bees are kind of following him around. I'm just going to use some glue dots to attach the bees there and to attach this to the card as well. So I'm going to test out how tall I want those bees to come up above the bear before I attach them. So I'm testing this out, and they're a little too tall. I'm going to cut those down just a little. And then we're going to create this cute little scene. The bees are flying around, and look, see how they look like they're just totally suspended in air when you open that up? They're just flying up there above that bear. Just a fun little extra. I also added some extra stars, and you'll see that at the very end. I added just with some gel dots to the cloudy sky. So I'll show you that in the end pictures. For the second card, this is going to be a night scene. I wanted to use that bear that is sleeping. There's a little cap also for this bear, like a night cap, sleeping cap. I don't know what you call those, but it's super cute. I'll show you in just a minute. And so I'm just inking this up with some darker blues. I've got Blueprint Sketch. I'm adding some black soot, and look at this night sky. I left it a little lighter on the bottom. And now I'm going to take some of those clouds from the stamp set. This is really cute. There's a moon with some clouds. There's some stars in there as well. Lots of images in the stamp set that you can use and mix and match. And I wanted to heat emboss those clouds in white, so I'm setting that aside to dry so the ink that I inked on would be dry and not stick to the embossing powder first. So while that is drying, I'm going to color up the rest of this. And I'm just going to color up this nightcap with some BG32 and also this YG05. And I'm throwing some YG01 in there to blend that out. For the little bench that he's going to be sleeping on, or his little bed, I'm just going to use some of the same colors and add in a little bit of purple here with the BV000. And then I'll just fussy cut those out, and we're going to start putting this all together. So now that my ink is dry, I'm going to white heat emboss those clouds and the moon on there, and you can see I'm getting a pretty perfect result. I did get a little bit stuck extra there, so I'm using a paintbrush to just wipe that away, and then I'll heat set that until it is set. And look at this scene is coming right together. I'll take a yellow gel pen to add to the stars, and later on I add that to the moon as well, just to give it a little more color and pop. And then I'm going to take a white gel pen and add some details to those clouds. This is going to make them pop up off the page just a little bit more. I love the look of this. So all I'm doing is just adding some lines following around near the bottom of those clouds. And I'll just add a couple of layers as needed. So there we go. And then I decide to add the yellow to the moon as well. The sentiment I chose to use is every day is an adventure. And I thought that was kind of cute because he's had such an adventure today that now he's super tired, right? Every day is an adventure. So then I popped up that bear with some foam tape. I glued down his little sleeping bench, and we're almost done putting this together. I'm just going to add some dots to the sky to make it look like stars. I made some bigger stars and some smaller stars, and there we go. Now we're going to cut this down, add it to a black mat, or this might be navy blue to match the sky. Yes, it is. It's navy blue. And then we'll attach that to the card base, and there's our second card. Here's a little close-up view of both of those cards. Here's our sleeping bear, where every day is an adventure. Here's our camping bear. I'm pretty sure he's looking for some food here. What do you think? And this one opens up like an easel or a tent card. So fun. I hope you enjoyed this look at the brand new Pawsome Stamps stamp company. Again, I will link all of the products below so you can go take a look. And also, if you enjoyed this video, give me a thumbs up. If you love seeing introductory videos like this, let me know in the comments. I love bringing them to you. I also want to just bring you some videos that you want or you're interested in. Thanks so much for stopping by today. I really appreciate it. I'll see you next time. I'll be back real soon with some more card inspiration. A big thank you to Pawsome Stamps for giving me this opportunity to bring this to you and share these cards with you. I hope you enjoyed. We'll see you next time. I'll be back real soon. Until then, happy crafting. Bye-bye.